Hey everyone, Nuno here and welcome to today's video. So today I'm gonna give you guys some basic tips in order to enjoy this amazing game called Weapon Shop Fantasy. Now if you haven't played it yet, or if you don't know what this game is all about, you can watch the review I did a few days ago or maybe a week or so. I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description and also a card right now in the video that you can click and jump into it. And without any further delay, let's start this list. Okay, so the first topic or the first tip I want to give you guys is to complete quests. Okay, you can only progress in this game if you're able to complete quests that will reward you with something else than money. Okay, in fact, you want to focus on quests that will reward you with new recipes, staff members and map locations. There are three types of quests. You have the main story quest line that will reward you with brand new maps and eventually staff members later on, of course. You have the side quests that will reward you mostly with new staff members, but also with new recipes. And finally, you have the staff quests that will reward you with skill slots for each of the staff member that is doing the quest or that you are doing the quest. Now, guys, remember that all of these type of quests, they will have the possibility to reward you with brand new recipes. So you have to do from all of them. You don't want to forget any of these kind of quests, okay? And that is what you're basically looking for. You want to look for brand new recipes, and that means you'll be able to craft new items. And with new items, they're probably and pretty much sure more powerful items, and if you sell those items that are more powerful, you're going to be selling them for more money. So you don't just want to focus on quests that will reward you with money. You have to win a lot more if you focus on quests that will reward you with new recipes and staff members, and of course new maps to unlock new craftable items or new items for your crafts. Okay. Tip number 2, you want to equip your heroes with the best equipment you can craft. Because honestly, what matters the most when sending your hero into an adventure is how well he can handle those monsters. Guys, you have 6 stats, okay? You have strength, dexterity, intelligence, vitality, luck, and HP, if I'm not mistaking anyone. I think these are all of them. And depending on the equipment you have, your character will have an easier or tougher journey, okay? Also, he will level up a specific stat that the equipment has. So each equipment has a specific stat that he can level up. So the better the equipment, the more damage it will perform or it will protect you from, because it depends on the equipment we're talking about. If it's a weapon, it's going to do more damage. If it's an armor, like a helmet or a shield, it will definitely protect you from that damage. And also, guys, you want to know that whenever you equip one of these new equipment, like I said, it will level up a specific stat. So the stronger that equipment, the better it will level up that stat per se. So always try to equip your heroes with the best items you can craft, because in the end it does make a huge difference. Tip number 3, don't forget other stats. So when you start playing the game, it's very easy for you to just concentrate on weapons and equipment that will level up your strength and vitality. But honestly guys, you don't want to forget dexterity or intelligence or luck or even HP. Because dexterity, just for you guys to know, dexterity will allow you to dodge hits from your enemies. And also it will allow you to hit those enemies. Intelligence will help you defend yourself from magical attacks, or if you're using magical attacks to attack, it will make them stronger. And luck, well, luck will increase your critical hit rate, and that's something important. And also, if you're hunting or grinding for specific items so that you can craft later on a weapon or armor, luck will also increase your drop rate, okay? So try to balance it when you send a hero into his adventures, okay? You don't want to just raise one stat and then leave the other ones unbalanced, okay? Tip number 4, skills are important. Every equipment will also teach you a specific skill. So to learn it, you must equip the skill on the skill slot and kill enough monsters so that you can gain experience and then learn the skill without the need of using that equipment. Okay? Honestly, some skills are completely worthless, but others will make the difference. So check them out and see how useful they are for your need. Just as an example, the Sword of the Lord of Phelan, which is an item, basically you will reach it when you're on the end of the game. I think it's the strongest weapon you can have, or one of the strongest weapons you can have. That sword will teach you the break limitation skill, and that skill will remove the 999 damage limit that you have. So later on harder levels and stronger monsters, that skill becomes one of the most important skills to use. Okay, so just have in mind that skills are extremely important. Tip number 5, equip one-handed weapons with shield. Now, this is a tip for early on the game, okay? Because when you're starting the game, you want to equip a shield with one-handed weapons. And the main reason is that shields normally level up your HP, and the more HP you have, the longer you can last in the adventure without dying. I mean, yes, it is true that two-handed weapons do a lot more damage, but you won't level up your HP early on without a shield. I mean, later on, in the end of the game, or at the middle of the game, kind of, you will be able to craft specific rings that can level up your HP. But until then, you can only level HP with shields. So have that in mind and start leveling up your HP as soon as you can. Tip number 6, and probably the last tip, is crafting to level up and make money. So this game has a huge component of crafting. And crafting allows you to level up a specific stat that is the required stuff or stat for that craft. For instance, if you use the furnace, it will level up vitality, because that is the skill, or not the skill, but the stat that it requires to make faster and stronger items. Okay, the forge will level up strength, the crafting table dexterity, and the enchanter table intelligence. And like I said, the higher that stat is, the better the quality of the crafted item will become. Also, this is one of the best ways of making money, okay? By selling your crafts, what you crafted. Even though you can craft to complete quests for money, you will make a lot more money by just selling what you crafted instead of completing the quest. And early on, just as a bonus tip if you want to, early on you can craft the Sleeping Beauty, which is, I think it's like a wand, and you can do an amazing profit on that range. You can also craft the Soldier Swords whenever they're available, but in the end you should craft the item that you have the most crafting materials to use. Okay, I may do later on, I may do another video just giving you some tips or some kind of suggestions or what kind of items you should craft in order to make money. And bonus tip. Now this one is just a bonus tip, and it is regarding staff description. So when it comes to choose what kind of staff members you should use for crafting or for sending them into an adventure, I guess you should have, or you should read their description. For instance, the Lemon Queen, which is it's optional. I mean, you could it depends on the main story how you benefit one kingdom to another. But if you get rewarded with the Lemon Queen, she can increase the selling price by 20%. So what that tells me is that every item she crafts can be sold 20% more expensive, or it can be sold with 20% more when it comes to the price. Therefore, she is one of the most important characters that you should have on your crafting table or in your forge if you want to make a good amount of money. I mean, 20% is a lot, and it does make a lot of difference, mainly when you are on the bigger and higher range items that sell for a lot more. Alright, so If you follow what I recommended here, the game will become enjoyable and kind of easy. I mean, you won't have that many issues regarding recipes that you don't know how to get them, or a specific item that you want to craft but you don't know how to. Remember guys, recipes will be rewarded when you complete quests, and that is one of the most important things you have to get from this video, okay? Anyways, that's it. I hope it was a helpful video. If so, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and turn on notifications please. Also, tell me your thoughts about the tips that I presented in this video on the comments down below. Once more guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys soon, okay? Cheers!